Hello and welcome to the Sacred Water. I hope everybody is doing well and that the weather is nice where you are. Over here it has been raining for 2 days, but hey, that's all right. The plants need it. It's been rather dry and a little bit crispy out there, so the plants will be quite happy to have a little bit of rain fall on them. That being said, let's get into a little bit of housekeeping. As usual, there has been a little bit of a thing with YouTube. This has happened to all sorts of content creators, not just the spiritual ones, where there have been people unsubscribed without their knowing. So just make sure that if you were subscribed to me, just to make sure that you are still subscribed, because quite a few people have been unsubscribed without their knowing. So this is not just to do with spiritual content creators. This is all across the board. So it's probably a good idea to check in and see how things are doing. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those that are new, welcome in. I hope that you will enjoy the content that I provide in this channel. Please consider supporting the work that I am doing here by hitting the subscribe button, tickle the little bell so that you are notified every time that I put up a new video. Also, put a little thumbs up and a comment down below, so that I can reach as many people as possible to help support as many people as I can through the spiritual journey, because it is a hard one. So for those of you that are new and don't know, I am a crystal healer, a pagan mystic, as well as a Reiki master. So I will use all the tools at my hand to help provide you with content that I believe will help support you in your spiritual path. Also, part of my intentions in creating this channel is to create a community where we can support each other through it. So that being said, let's move on to the monthly reading for Libra. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. If you're a cross watcher, welcome. If you're watching because it is that season, by all means, or if something about the title attracted you, there might be something in it for you as well. So welcome one and all. So let us begin. Also, a little note, I have changed the angle. This angle allows you not only to see my face, but also to see the table. Hopefully with this, you will be able to see a little bit more the cards and the spread, so that you can see what it is that I am seeing as well. So let me know if you like the change of angle, if the other one, if you liked it better. Either way, I would like to know. Just put it down below. I always read all the comments, and if I can, I will answer to them as well. Okay, so to begin, I'm going to invite my spirit guides and your spirit guides to join us in this sacred space. All right, guides and spirits. What does beautiful Libra need to know right now for this month? What do they need to know right now? Please guide beautiful Libra for their highest and greatest good. What can they expect for the rest of the month? One more. I am hearing joy can be found anywhere if you open up yourself to it. Okay. What does Libra need to know right now, gods and spirits? What do they need to know for their highest and greatest good? Please guide beautiful Libra. What is it that they need to know right now for this month? Okay. All right, the first card is the Magician and the Mirror. Let's see. Can you see it there? I'm hoping that this will work a little bit better. Attachment. All tied up. Getting called to this one. Man and a coin. Okay. One more, please. Too many. One more, please, gods and spirits. What does beautiful Libra need to know right now? Okay. And we've got patience. It's a beautiful card. Okay. Let's see if I can turn it a little bit. Don't mind the shaking too much. There. I think that's a little bit better. Okay. Let's try that out for a sec, shall we? Okay. So we've got the Magician in the Mirror, attachment, all tied up, man holding a coin, and patience. There's something that you've been trying to manifest, but it almost feels like you're holding on to a particular vision so hard with attachment. You are holding on to that vision so hard you haven't realized that you've changed yourself up. You're not allowing yourself to see beyond that particular vision. In doing so, you haven't realized that while you're manifesting one thing with your mind and your spirit, physically you're doing something completely different. It's almost like the right hand doesn't seem to know what the left hand is doing. This has put you in a standstill. Completely at a standstill. You've wrapped yourself up so completely you can't even move right now. You were stuck, you were stagnant in a particular spot, and you don't seem to understand how that has happened. Why has this happened, and how can you get yourself out of it? How did you even get yourself in it in the first place? But it has to do with that particular vision that you've attached yourself to so completely that you've chained yourself up and you aren't allowing yourself to move or see beyond. The only way out to disentangle is patience. I don't know yet how the man holding a coin is relevant. I guess we will see once we consult the tarot. But definitely patience to disentangle yourself and disentangle the sequence of events so that you can sort of backtrack. I guess that's not exactly the right thing, but definitely undo the different knots that have kept you in that spot. It's going to take patience, and it's going to take understanding that the reason why you're all tied up and you are stuck in a particular situation and not getting what you have been trying to manifest is by being more aware of your own thought process, being more aware of what it is that your left hand is doing as well as your right, so that both of those come together and both of those are acting accordingly and going in the same direction. It kind of feels like the Chariot, where both steeds are trying to go in different directions and you need to control the steeds so they go in the same direction and goes quickly instead of being pulled into two different directions. That which what you want and you're trying to manifest, but what you are actually manifesting. By sort of doing a little bit of mental revision and being patient with yourself and giving yourself a little bit of grace, because I don't think you've realized what it is that happened. I mean, it happens to the best of us all the time. We sort of become a little bit tunnel vision at times, trying to create what we want, that we focus so much. It's good to have details in the mind and really understand what it is that you want and flush that out. But at the same time, we have to, once we sort of set it, we have to forget it. It's like you put it out there, you've asked for it, you told them this is what I would like, but there's the caveat, or better. So if you put that out there and you put it out like that, you're definitely going to be much more in control of what it is that you're trying to manifest. In the sense that you're not going to be pulled in two different directions. You're going to be getting, at the very least, the essence of what you wanted. It might not look in the particular way that you thought it would, but it'll definitely be better, because if there's one thing that we can say for sure is that humans, sometimes we don't always understand what is best for us sometimes. Not in the we're children and we don't really know what we're doing sense. More like we sometimes think we know what we want and then we get it and then we're like, it falls a little flat for some reason. But Spirit understands this and can anticipate this a little bit faster and quicker than we can. So sometimes we have to get out of our own way. But we got to realize that we are in our own way in order to step aside and allow the energy to flow. So that is essentially what is being said here. Now let's see what the tarot has to say and how the man with a coin comes into play. Okay, gods and spirits, can you please guide beautiful Libra for their highest and greatest good? What do they need to know for the rest of the month of June, please? So Libra, please remember that this is a general reading. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't for the next person that might need to hear the message. Also know that even though I'm doing it now in mid-June, or almost thereabouts, that this is a timeless reading. So you will come to the message when you need to hear it, not a moment before. That's usually how it goes. So timing, I wouldn't worry about it so much. You come to it when you need to hear it. All right, gods and spirits, what else does beautiful Libra need to know? Please guide them for their highest and greatest good. What is coming up for them, please? Okay. Okay, we have the Four of Cups. We also have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Five of Pentacles. We have Justice. We have the King of Swords. Can we get an outcome, please, gods and spirits? What does beautiful Libra need to know right now? We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Queen of Wands. We also have the Two of Wands. We have Strength. And we have Death. Okay. Let's see. Can I get, please, clarification for Death? Four of Wands. One more, please. Okay, then. We have two. We have the Hierophant, and there's the Chariot. We were just talking about it, weren't we? Okay. Let's see. Okay. So it feels like to me that the man holding the coin is the same person here in the Four of Cups. It is an opportunity that's knocking at your door right now, but because you are so focused on what it should look like, what you're trying to manifest, that you're not seeing it. You're not seeing it. You're not seeing it for what it is, which is the actual manifestation that you've been trying to bring into your life. You're so tied up in this vision that you are deliberately, although I don't think it's consciously, putting yourself out in the cold in a way, removing yourself from what it is that you were manifesting. So you're going to have to, in order to sort of grab hold of this opportunity that is being presented itself, this new beginning, this beautiful chance and opportunity that is coming in for you right now, Libra, you're going to have to discipline your mind. You're going to have to really mind your thoughts. You're going to have to put parameters and really sort of focus that mind, that beautiful mind of yours, Libra, and balance it out. You really have to balance it out, because in order to see that what you're trying to manifest is already here, you have to sort of control that beautiful mind of yours. And instead of creating visions that are not the opportunity that's in front of you, that you have been manifesting, you have to see that this image that you've created in your head might be a little too specific. And what is coming in might not look like what you have imagined, but it's probably better. You're just going to have to open up and embrace it. And the faster you can do that, the faster you will see how much more it is what you wanted than what you thought you wanted. because the essence of it is so much more strongly the flavor of what you were looking for than the image that you thought would correspond to the flavor. I don't know if that's making any sense, Libra. I am trying to translate the energy that's coming into my head. They're giving me a very silly example. So imagine you want strawberries, okay? And say you have something that looks like strawberries right in front of you. It's beautiful. You pop it in your mouth. It's not a strawberry at all. The flavor profile is completely different. So while it might look like a strawberry, it will taste, I don't know, like a kiwi or some other fruit. But just because it looks like that particular thing that you're trying to manifest doesn't mean that it will carry the energy signature that you are looking for. They don't always correlate. So what is being asked of you is to balance out that thought process and really sort of channel your thought process into visualizing the energy of what you want, not necessarily the physical look of what you want. It's kind of like thinking about a future lover. You might visualize a particular person, but you are looking for a particular kind of personality and love that doesn't necessarily correlate to this particular person, but you have put all of those eggs in that particular basket, that particular physical look, that when the actual person with that actual energy signature that you have been wanting and manifesting in terms of what their personality will be like, how compatible they are with you, the particular kind of love and romance that you are trying to create into your life might not necessarily correspond to the image or look that you thought it was going to take. So there is a sense of be open-minded with what it is that you are visualizing in your mind. Maybe don't put it so darn specific. Sort of focus on the profile of the energy, not so much on the physical looks of it and how it will manifest physically in your life, so that you are able to then recognize when that beautiful energy that you have been trying to manifest comes to you. Just like in this card where you have this lady who is not seeing that this guy is coming in with roses in his hands and bringing in with a beautiful cup of love, and she's not seeing it because it's not exactly what she envisioned for herself. So I know it's hard, but Spirit is pretty much saying to sort of discipline yourself a little bit, discipline your thoughts when it comes to this. And while, yes, make plans, make an image, let's go with fuzzy image instead of focused image of what it is that you want, and sort of go easy on yourself. Yes, this happened, but it was a lesson that needed to happen, and take heart that you are actually going to get what it is that you're looking for. It might not look like you wanted what you wanted, but it is definitely what you have been asking for. So it's don't take it as a disappointment. That's what I'm hearing. Don't be disappointed with that it doesn't look exactly how you want it. Don't be down on yourself because of it. Understand that things that are even better for us don't always look as we expected it to look. So when it comes to the outcome, we've got death, saying that this is going to completely transform not only your thought process, but also how you go about your manifestation process. It is going to shape the way you see the world, it shape the way you visualize things, shape everything else going forward. And it won't be so energy consuming. It will allow you to manifest what you want, but at the same time not sort of exhaust yourself. You won't have to pour in so much energy in focusing so much on a particular vision to the point where you have completely tied yourself up into a big old knot. Definitely with a Chariot, as you can see, these steeds are going in 2 different directions. That's going to be the biggest change. You're going to become much more aware with the Hierophant. You're going to become much more aware of what is happening in that beautiful mind of yours, Libra. Your efforts are not going to be divided, I'm hearing. They're no longer going to be divided. It's going to be focused. And once it is focused, then it's not so hard to move things forward at a good, easy pace. It's going to definitely allow you from now on to manifest things in a much easier way because it will no longer be scattered. Your energy will no longer be scattered. It will be focused. But again, it will not be so specific that it stops everything in its tracks. Because all of a sudden, once you focus that beautiful mind of yours, and instead of splitting yourself in 2 in different directions, you're going to unite those 2 forces. Your right hand and your left hand will be working in unison towards the same goal. Because you will be focusing on the energy and the essence of what it is that you're trying to create instead of how it will physically look like in your life. Though it's not a bad idea to really think about it and flush it out. But as I mentioned, it is a good idea to state this or better and then set it and forget it. Very nice. All right. Let's get some advice for you, Libra. All right, got some spirits. Can we get a little bit of advice for Libra to close out this reading? Can you please guide beautiful Libra for their highest and greatest good? What advice do you give them for this month? Okay. What else do we need to know right now? Got some spirits? What does beautiful Libra need to hear? What advice do you give them? Okay. So we got wedding. This situation involves a marriage. Now, this is not necessarily to do, especially with the energy that I'm getting, although you take it as it resonates, of course. But it feels like this is the marriage between the right and the left hand. The 2 horses of the Chariot coming together. to focus on one particular goal and going in the same direction towards it. So there's definitely that. What else do they need to hear right now? Gods and spirits. What does beautiful Libra need to hear right now? Please, God, beautiful Libra, for their highest and greatest good. What advice do you give them? They're wanting me to come back to the message, the channel message from earlier. Oh, I got a little hair tickling in my nose, under my nose. The message about there is happiness to be found and everywhere if you only bother to look. It is definitely this image that pops up in my head of you just have this particular person just has to turn around to realize that this is what she had been manifesting, instead of focusing so much. Oh, it's really bothering me. Tickling. Instead of focusing on that particular vision that she had in her mind, all she has to do is turn around to see that that's what she wanted all along, not this right here. So just take a moment to really look around and consider what it is that you have in front of you. Okay. Yeah, they're saying this is the only way that you can get yourself out of this isolated situation. Okay. We have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. This is still all to do with bringing together that beautiful mind of yours and your power of manifestation into a, instead of the what it's going to look like, more into the energy of what it should feel like. What else do they need to know right now? Let's get one final thought to close out the reading. One more piece of advice for Libra, please, gods and spirits. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. What did I just say? Keep an open mind about what it, instead of what it should look like, what it should feel like, because it might not look like you thought it should. It might look completely different, but that doesn't mean that it's exactly what you have been asking for. So there you have it, Libra. That is your message for this month. I hope that resonated with you. I hope that it helped in some way. If you resonate with me or my readings and you want to see more of these readings and maybe some healings and some spiritual chats, please consider subscribing, putting on the notification bell, and leaving a thumbs up and a little blurb down below in the comments. All of those are great. They're greatly appreciated. They're free for you, but they mean the world, because we can grow this spiritual community together, and have that beautiful support for all of us within it. Also, it will help expand the reach of this channel, so that hopefully I can provide some support for every single one for the people out there that would resonate with me and would like to be part of this community. So that being said, I hope that you have a great day, a fantastic week, and I will see you next time. Love and light, and blessed be.